All right. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be covering Maxed Out episode 2. If you haven't caught this before, it's a financial show where a financial advisor comes in and helps people who are in like dire straits with their finances. I've already covered the first episode. It was pretty good, so go check that out. I'll leave it up here for you to check out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
You actually owe 80,000.
Wait a second!
Money affects every aspect of our lives, but most importantly, our relationships.
You think it's coming off the top?
Hey, you said it.
Oh, wow.
I am Leah Collins, and I'm a financial relationship coach.
But I heard you
I'm
good.
pretty good.
One person has nominated someone in their life who is drowning in debt. I help people take control. Let's break the bad habits that are holding us back and keeping us maxed out. I'm on my way to pick up Miss Diana. She has nominated her daughter, Alexis, and she is concerned about her overall financial habits, her lack of discipline. Not to mention, Miss Diana is dipping into her own retirement savings to fund Alexis's lifestyle.
Oh, stopping right here. Mom dipping into her retirement, that's a no. And that's a no on the mom's end, but it's also a no on the kid's end. I don't think I would ever feel comfortable asking my parents to dip into their retirement funds. I think I'd rather actually like move back in with my parents than to ask them to cover my lifestyle or my debt or my mistakes, whatever it is, with their retirement funds. That's pretty crazy. So I'm interested to hear more about that.
I don't know about you, but there is no way in hell my parents would tap into their retirement to help me fund anything.
Exactly.
I think that's Miss Diana. How's it going? Hop on in. Diana and I had a conversation about her daughter, Alexis, but it was just broad strokes.
How you doing? That's
Good. How are you?
It's good. It's finally get to meet
Yeah,
you.
put the face with the name. Before I meet with Alexis, I want to get her mom's side of things. So tell me, what's going on?
I think Alexis needs a lot of help. Because she's got in a little bit of trouble that I wasn't aware of.
When you say trouble, what do you mean?
Financially.
Okay.
You know, she
Like
just had some little
debt,
hiccups,
credit.
but debt, a lot of debt.
Do you know how she accumulated the debt? Is it student loan debt, or do you really?
Some of that. And then her car. I know she had an accident, and then she's had a lot of repairs. Right now, she's currently using my vehicle.
Oh, that's crazy. Do you lend Alexis money at all?
Yes.
And about how often does that happen?
For one point, I guess last summer, it seemed like every week.
Oh, wow. That thing says 43% of parents have dipped into their retirement savings to help grown children. I'm like, no, please. I know things are so much more expensive now, but it's so bad for both parties. Because if the parents are dipping into their retirement, they have less money for retirement. Later, they're going to need to rely on their kids. It's just crazy. And plus, I don't know, in this conversation, she's asked, do you lend Alexis money? And she said, last summer it felt like every week. That is way too much, way too much. And then also, even if she wasn't lending her money, she is allowing her to use her vehicle. So, I mean, that does have a monetary value, and it's, her vehicle. She can't use it while it's being loaned to her daughter. So they've got to figure something out here. It already sounds pretty bad. So,
Gosh.
It's pretty often.
I would say Ms. Diana is definitely an enabler to Alexis. It disturbs me that she has sacrificed some of her retirement money to help Alexis because she can't get that back. I usually tell my clients who are close to retirement that this money has to last them for the rest of their lives. They can't afford to give money to their grown adult children. So tell me a little more about her.
that's right. And I'm glad she talks to people like that because it's true. I mean, we never know what's going to happen. I know some older folks have to, they want to retire and they have to go back to work because maybe they can't afford medical things. You have no idea what's going to happen. So really making sure you keep that money so you don't have to work 80 hours a week at literally 80 years old is super important. So, whew.
Her background.
She had a short marriage,
Okay. Well, I
and
can't
it was
wait
a
to hear
very
about that.
expensive wedding, so that's
Now
going to be
wait to
really
hear about
intriguing
that.
how much she
Was
tell
it
you.
nice at least? The
To
wedding?
whose standards?
So I'm
Nice.
excited to see what Alexis has to say.
Yeah, I wonder if she's going to throw her other little twist in there.
After you.
Thank you. Hey, Lexi.
Hey, Mom. How you doing?
She.
Hi.
How are you? That looks good.
How are you?
Okay.
All right.
I brought Leah. She's a financial planner to kind of go over and figure out what's going on with you.
Okay, thank you, Jesus. I need help. I'm happy to meet Leah because this is something I need. But also, my mom told me I need a financial coach.
On the ride over, your mom was just telling me that she's a little concerned about your financial behaviors and maybe lack of financial discipline and your overall debt.
Man, so I don't even know where to begin. I'm struggling.
I have 4 children, and Alexis is the third. When Alexis was smaller, she was just so gorgeous and so sweet and real bubbly. She was very smart, straight A student, honor student.
Both my parents let me do whatever I set my mind to do. If I wanted to play basketball, so they gave me a basketball court.
If she wanted to play an instrument, I'm going to invest. Whatever she wanted to do, I was on board.
I was taught at a young age how to handle my finances. And I remember the biggest thing was making sure if you do get a credit card that you use it for like gas or just the small expenses and you pay it off immediately. And I was doing so well until I got married and we shared finances. Things started getting worse. I had to put more money into that relationship. Then I had a car accident. And then I started hanging around different people who always loved to go out partying, bar hopping, all that stuff. I was
Yeah, it sounds like there's a culmination of things, and I feel like that's usually the case. Like it's not just one big thing. Um, I think that there also may be like if she had parents that were kind of like, whatever you want to do, we'll just make it happen. It's not necessarily that she's spoiled, but it may have created this thought process in her head that's like, oh, well, I should be able to do whatever I want to do. Maybe a little bit of like instant gratification type thing. So like in using a credit card when she shouldn't, that sort of thing. So I'm interested to hear more for sure. Um, and about the marriage. I'm very curious. I'm very nosy about that.
was getting credit cards, I was getting loans. I didn't read the fine print, I didn't read APR, I didn't read any of it. Everything I was taught went down the drain.
Alexis doesn't want any guidance from me. So the reason why I picked Leah is because most people tend to listen to outsiders than they will their own flesh and blood.
What do you do for a living? What's your job?
So right now, I currently am a data entry supply chain specialist. So I work a full-time job right now.
Okay, so break down your debt for me. You said you had student loans. About how much?
Student loan debt is around 15, 10.
When was the last time you paid it?
I haven't paid it at all. Okay, when I graduated college, I paid one payment.
Okay, so we have the student loans. What else?
Credit card debt,
About how much in credit cards?
20,000.
Do you make the minimum payments or?
Yes, I'm doing the minimum.
On your credit cards, like unnecessary things like brunches.
Yeah, I was going out. I was definitely going
The
outside.
bottomless mimosas.
Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
I like that she can admit that like she has made some mistakes here. Like these were not necessities. She's made mistakes. She's, gone out and done the brunches. She was hanging out with people that wanted more of a spending money lifestyle type thing. So that's good. That's a good start.
yes, a big part of it was definitely paying for car repairs too.
Okay.
Then there
So
was-
what's going on with the car? Why?
I got into an accident in 2022, and so with that, they told me that I was at fault. So the insurance, they were gonna make me pay out of pocket, which I did have to pay out of pocket for my repairs.
So wait, you got in a wreck and the insurance did not cover
Let's
anything?
go back on that.
Okay.
She didn't have full coverage. But I was not aware that she didn't have full coverage because I was big on that.
I didn't tell her I dropped from full coverage to basic availability
Yeah.
because at that time I was already struggling. I'm paying on my car still.
Okay.
And since 2022 till now, I'm still working on that vehicle. It's killing me.
Alexis is upside down on her car loan, which means that she owes more than the car is worth. It's also called negative equity or being underwater.
She was just going through some stuff I didn't really know because she was pretty much private about her marriage was short term and her big wedding. I mean, that wedding was really big and expensive.
That wedding was something
I
serious.
said, Alexis must have paid for that.
How much did she spend on the wedding?
Everything 10,
Well,
15,000
no, you did not.
I don't really guessing right now. We got personal loans during the time of the wedding because my ex decided that we should just pay for it on our own. Mine totaled up to $10,000. Now that's what I have to work on. That's what I have to deal with. I really regret like sharing my personal, like financial information with him because I had a great credit score. I was doing real good.
So what's your total amount of debt? Do you know? Do you have an idea?
About 40,000.
About 40,000.
So when was the last time you checked your credit report? You don't do the annual, free annual check?
So I recommend checking it at least once a year. And
So she said that her income was 56 and she's like $40,000 in debt, and that is scary because that is most of her income. So I'm really hoping that the financial advisor can come in and really just be like, cut this spending, and make a real plan for her because oh goodness.
there is a free site that you can go to
Yeah,
if you want.
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay.
Interesting.
Maybe something
I
new
know
for
it's
me.
low. Just trust me. I know it's low.
One of the benefits of checking your credit report annually is to ensure that you haven't been a victim of identity theft. If you find a suspicious account, you can dispute that with the credit bureaus and with your creditors.
Are you ready? Is there anything?
I just know it's low.
558. So you're close.
Four. It says four.
Oh, that hurts me. That really hurts me. That's gonna take a while to bring back up. Oh my God.
It's poor.
I went from a 700 and something like to that is bad to me. That's not good. Oh Lord Jesus. Like numbers ain't making sense to me in my head anymore. It's way lower than what I thought. It is a big shock for me.
What in the world has happened?
What do you do when you're not able to cover your expenses? How does that work?
I asked my parents.
No, raid my
I go to-
closet.
Raid everything.
Raid my
I go
house.
straight to the essentials, get the paper towels, get the tissue.
Anything else?
I would simply just ask. I'm like, hey, I need some help here, like for some gas.
She asked who?
My dad.
Okay.
Then I'm a daddy's girl. I'm proud of that. Like, I've always been close to my dad. I've always shared things with him. Anytime I need anything money-wise, I would go to my dad first and ask him. He runs it by my mom, and she sends it to me. So clearly I know she knows what's going on.
This is part of the problem. I can tell you right now, daddy's girl, she probably gets everything she wants.
Because most of the time, the Zelle comes in her name.
Because I'm the one that transfers the money. Whoever's firm with the money, the children gonna always avoid. I'm firm with money. If you ask me for my money, I got every right to be in your business. Point blank, period.
So now you heard it. So now you know.
Yeah, okay.
Aren't you retired or semi-retired?
No, I'm not retired. I should be retired, but I feel like I keep working for my kids and working for everybody else and helping everybody else.
I don't want to have to ask my mom when I know she needs to be retired. I know she needs to be at a place where she should be able to be financially.
Yeah, this right here, this part is the big thing is like her mom has put in work all these years and she can't retire. I would be mortified to know if I was in this situation to like know that about my parents. I would be absolutely mortified. I'd be the most embarrassed. I would feel like the worst daughter. So I imagine this girl feels bad about this.
Free. So it's like, I would do what it takes to not have to ask her. I know she's trying to save her own money, but I gotta do it. I don't want to keep struggling like this. I really don't.
All right, well, I have homework for you.
Okay. Fun.
For her or me.
So this is the Money Moves Makeover Workbook. And what I want you to do tonight is identify 3 long-term goals.
Yeah, I can do this for sure. I like this. This is nice. Yeah, I can do this.
I genuinely love these 2. They make me laugh.
I like this a lot.
I'm going to do my best to help Alexis stand on her own 2 feet financially and to teach Miss Diana that it's okay to say no every once in a while.
Yeah, she's trying to get you out of my pocket
That's the goal.
So she can retire
and
even.
out of my closet.
Oh, no.
Get ready, here we go. Get ready, here we go now. This thing about to blow. Too late for the breakdown.
Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Hey,
Lexi.
cowgirl.
What y'all up to? We can ready to discuss your progress.
I uncovered a lot when I looked at Alexis's financial statements. So now I have to have a very serious conversation with Alexis and her mom to discuss my plan to get Alexis on a healthier financial path.
I did my homework. I set my goals, like you said.
Good, that's awesome.
My long-term goal is to get a house and plan for a life with kids.
What?
I do. I want
What?
to
I
have a
thought we
family.
had a conversation
I'm pushing
about that.
30. I never wrote down my finances and my goals in such detail. It's like a light bulb I've always needed.
The last time we spoke, you mentioned that you believe you have about $40,000 worth of debt, correct? Let's unveil what's under this box.
Ooh.
That represents the $40,000 that you believe you owed. After reviewing your financials, you actually owe about $80,000. It's double.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, so a couple things here. I like that she said she had like never written down her finances or her goals like that before, and I think that's great because now she has something tangible on paper to look forward to. So fixing the finances aspect of things will probably help. Well, it'll probably be a little bit easier when you like know what your goals are. And then number two, look at this. Look at this disparity. Like, I am always amazed at people who like think they have X amount of debt and it ends up being like triple or double or they don't know how much their bills are because like I just keep track of those things so intently. So it's crazy to me. But honestly, I think her stuff is all over the place and she had a lot of issues. So makes a little bit of sense, but $80,000 in debt is crazy.
Wait a second!
About $80,000 worth of
Second! That's way worse than what I thought.
Wow.
Look at the stack difference. That's what I'm really at?
Because you haven't been
That's
paying
bad.
attention.
Dang, man.
It's gonna be okay.
It's okay.
It's just that I don't want to be like that.
Yes,
And I have to work 10 times harder to pay that off. It's not okay seeing that for real. I'm very disappointed.
This is that swift kick in the teeth that she needs to basically be like, oh, I've got to make some changes. So it's sad to see her cry, but it's honestly kind of good because it's doing something in her brain and she's probably thinking, oh my God, I've got to get serious. So this is sad, but a good thing.
I don't want to have that much debt. I don't want to have that much debt. It's too much.
And that's why we have.
That's why I'm trying.
That's why you have Leah.
This was not what I imagined. This is not the number that I thought. What happened to me? How did I get to this point? I know better.
The first step is awareness. So now you're aware of what your debt is, right? And now you can tackle it.
So you've been hiding a whole lot. I'm a little bit in shock.
Yeah.
You've been holding on to a whole lot. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't tell my mom or my dad anything about my finances because of the embarrassment and the shame. There's no way I'm about to tell them.
I felt some kind of way like she didn't trust me. You know, I guess I'm a little rigid, but at 27 years old with no children, no husband, no home, no assets, nothing. It's like, where is your debt coming from?
There was one thing I was a little unsure of. One of your credit reports said that there were collections, the others didn't. Do you know if you have collections or not?
Now, after looking at the report, yeah, I have 3.
Okay.
I see this so often in my line of work. People know that the debt is there, they just don't want to look at it. They hide it away, they avoid looking at their statements, but nothing will change if you keep lying to yourself. You have to add it up, know that number, and once you know that number, that's when you can start to tackle the debt.
All 3 were
Yeah, collections are no joke because those people are gonna get their money, so that's not good at all.
personal loans?
All 3.
Okay.
All 3.
Them
I
high
didn't
interest
pay
personal loans, not legitimate banks.
Alexis's debt consists of several things.
Personal loans and student loans totaling $44,000.
a $16,000 car loan for a car that doesn't run, and $20,000 of credit card debt, bringing her total debt to $80,000.
All right, let's pause this. That is a lot. Oh, that's a lot of debt. But so, I mean, let's just assume the credit cards are like mostly things that she didn't need. Or I think she said she had some car repairs in there too, but like wow. Student loans are like a normal at this point like a normal part of everybody's life, and I think like she probably has the lower end of student loans, so at least that's good. But there's a lot here that's like going against her, and like the car that doesn't run and everything. It's just man, $80,000 is a lot of money to have to contend with.
That's a very big number for a 27-year-old woman.
At least you're facing it. Because she knows there's people my age will never look.
And I was 10 years older than you once I knew what my debt was. So you have plenty of time on your hands to do it. I did it in a year and a half.
Wow, that's amazing.
You can do it too, and I'll teach you.
What did you do?
So I got a $40,000 worth of debt in 18 months. First thing that I did, I used the snowball method. It's when you start with the debt that's the smallest.
The smallest.
So you tackle that first, you tackle that, pay it off, and then that's a small win that gives you the momentum to go forward, right? So then you put the money that you were putting towards that debt, and you put it towards the next debt. After you pay that one off, you take the money that you were paying for those two debts, and you put it towards the next one. Then you're gradually like getting these small wins that give you the momentum to go forward. So I was really intense.
Oh, I see.
I cut out all of the extra spending.
So you kind of denied yourself a little bit.
I did, but it paid off. It was only for 18 months.
Yeah, that denying yourself will help you get a lot further. So I don't think that that's necessarily a bad idea. I do think that if we're talking about years and years and years and years, it might not be so great and it might not be so feasible to expect somebody to like go from, I don't know, buying Starbucks every day to like literally never buying it for 5 years. But I do think like for a few months or so, like it wouldn't be that difficult to just kind of cut things out. But yeah, I mean, like she said, she paid off her debt in a year and a half, so.
Months. It was very
That
short.
is
It went by
amazing.
quick, and then that opens up all kinds of doors. Alexis is only paying the bare minimum on all of her credit cards. With a salary of $56,400 per year, it is possible for Alexis to pay off her debt. She has to start with the account, credit card, loan that has the smallest balance. Pay that off, and then she can get motivated to do the next one, and then the next, and then the next. And then
I really like that they just did that breakdown because in the first episode they talked about the snowball method, but they didn't really show it. But like this is like very understandable, easy to kind of like digest through the visual. So I really like that. And then of course, if you've used the snowball method, let me know how it worked for you. I have not. I tend to just kind of throw a bunch of money out at like all my debt at once. So maybe like back when I was paying more debt off, like this might have been better advice for me, but I didn't know about it. So.
before you know it, you're out of debt. How much of the loans were due to the car?
At least say 5,000. At
Okay.
least that minimum.
You sure?
Okay, it was actually closer to 10K.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Yeah. At this point, it's a sunk cost. So all of the money that you're throwing into it is just gone, right?
Right.
You don't continue to throw good money after bad money. So I'm thinking maybe just get it to a point where you can sell it and put the proceeds to what she owes, right? The sunk cost fallacy is when someone refuses to give up on something that they've invested in heavily, whether it's time or money, even when it's clear that they should abandon it. Alexis's car is a sunk cost. You can even call it a money pit. As soon as I graduated, I lived with my mother, my parents, for a year and built up savings. Is that something you would consider?
I don't want to personally
Why is that?
because I like my
I
freedom.
didn't want to either. Okay, I was fresh out of college, outside, like you said, but I made that sacrifice so that I could buy the house. Alexis's monthly expenses aren't that high. I noticed that Alexis is paying about $1,200 in rent and utilities each month. I think moving in with her parents and putting that money towards her credit cards and other loans is a much better option.
Yeah, that would suck, but like I mean she's right. She's in such a hole right now. I mean that would be a substantial extra payment to like credit cards or all of her debt. So I normally would be kind of like I don't need to live with my parents or you don't need to move back in with your parents, but this might help her for sure.
Like I have to be at rock bottom for me to go back. I really do.
Why would you wait till you're at rock bottom?
80K isn't rock bottom?
Rock bottom is just not being able to like literally like sustain. Like I have to be in desperate situations for me to be a rock bottom. I don't want to go home because of mom. Because our relationship was never like really like the way me and my dad's were, I don't want to hear that, oh, all these questions, why you need this, what you need this for? How much for this? Because she will do that. She'll be like, okay, you want this? Okay, what are you gonna do with it? And the questions come in tenfold. I'm like, I don't wanna go through this.
Well, if you're in her house and using her money, you kind of sign yourself up for that. If you're in your own house, that's a different story, but you're not adulting because every time something goes wrong, you're asking your mom and your dad to help you fix it by giving you money if you don't have it. So it's a little confusing because that is not like something that adults want to do or normally do. So I don't know. You might just have to put up with it and just go back home for a little bit. Just saying.
I want the easy way out. If I have to go back, if I have to
live with them? Okay.
I know she can help me. It's just that realistically, I would not want to.
Do you think there's any improvements you can make? Maybe setting boundaries or...
I'll have to think it through.
My plan for Alexis is to reduce debt using the snowball method, reduce unnecessary expenses that aren't doing her any favors, like that car, and Miss Diana needs to protect herself from Alexis when she comes back around asking her for money.
Next, I would like for you to really look at the budget and work on your budget moving forward, where you can cut, where you can reduce expenses.
Yeah,
That sounds
sure,
good.
I can do that, yeah.
I think you're gonna get her on track, Leah. You're a godsend, your little angel.
What you doing?
I'm at this truck stop.
Oh, okay.
Things going on with you?
Yeah, I'm just chilling right now.
That food look good, them cheese and crackers.
That's all you want, huh? Cheese and crackers. You didn't eat today, didn't you? My relationship with my dad is very close. We'll hang out, or we just talk on the phone almost daily. So, there's something I want to tell you. Remember how I met up with the financial advisor for the second time? Well, my debt, I went from $40,000, what I originally thought I had, and it was actually, in realization, $80,000.
$80,000?
My sentiments exactly.
Yeah, trust me, it shocked me too. And a lot of it was because of neglect. I didn't care to pay those bills. 3 or 4 of them were in collection only because I didn't pay them at all.
You supposed to learn from me. Don't be like me.
Well, I can't help it when I'm part of your DNA.
I like that she's admitting, she's like, because I neglected them, because I didn't like care to pay them. And yeah, I mean, there's a little bit in here about like maybe her dad set the financial example. I know she talked about they taught her about finances, but sometimes, it's about setting the example. I don't know if you've all heard the saying that's like do as I say and not as I do. That is equally as important as telling people, do this, don't do that. It's like walking the walk too. So that's interesting that her dad has this problem too, presumably. Ugh.
Shoot, I try.
Why you didn't tell me this? Usually me and you talk about everything.
Mainly because I'm for real embarrassed, for real. Like, I'm trying to handle everything as an adult and try to do everything on my own and just making sure that I don't burden you guys.
Here's what you gotta remember, and I know as close as me and you are, you never know what I might have laying around or what your mom might have laying around, because you always my baby. You already know I'm always gonna try to do what I can to take care of you if I need to. Why you didn't want to come home?
That is putting a band-aid on a problem. This, like, you never know what I have laying around. I'm assuming he means like money-wise, like we can help you get out of some of the financial situations, but she has to learn that, especially right now. Like where she's just realized that she's had this $80,000. She's got to feel that pain of paying that $80,000 off so she doesn't put herself in these situations as best as she can moving forward. Because otherwise, like, what's going to happen and what has happened, according to the show, is basically she gets herself in trouble. She can't pay her bills, and then she just goes right to mom and dad, and they say, okay, here you go, here's some money. But they will keep this cycle going if she doesn't figure this out on her own and do this work on her own, make a plan, stick to it, pay off that debt, feel the pain of, oh man, all this like extra $2,000 I had this month has to go to my bills, that sort of thing, because that will make a lasting difference. And like, let me tell you something, she won't do it again. She will not like put herself in this debt, like the parts that she can control of it, of course. Like she won't put herself in this level of debt again.
Because I didn't want to hear mom's mouth. You know, that she gets the gossiping and being negative and stuff. I can't freely go into the kitchen without hearing, what you doing in the kitchen? What you making? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dang, I'm just trying to make a sandwich.
We know when she's joking, but a lot of times she ain't joking.
We know that.
She for real, you know. But now the situation that I'm hearing about your dad, it's like, if worst case scenario, if that's what you got to do to save money to go and move forward in your life, so you can be okay.
Living at home with my parents is hard for me because I am a grown woman. I like to just have really my own space. I know I need help, but I don't know if I want to sacrifice my peace to pay down my debt faster.
We are a grown woman, but we're not grown womaning right now because we're not making the right decisions, and we're asking mom and dad to bail us out when necessary. So I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna keep making that point. Also, sometimes you gotta buck up and do what's necessary, you know? Like, do we want this to continue to be a problem for years and years and years? Or if we move in with mom and dad for like a year or two and she can get it all under control, maybe get it all paid off, like then she's golden. But yeah.
I'll talk to you more when I get home.
All right, that's fine.
All right, I love you.
Love you too. Thank you. Bye.
You may hate on my success, but you wanna be me so much, so much. Yes, I'm her.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome back.
After meeting with Alexis, it's clear that her car is a huge drain on her financially, but emotionally, she's stuck with it. So I'm meeting her at her mom's house where she's storing the car because I have a little challenge that may help her come to terms with the reality of the situation. Well, I'm sure y'all are wondering why we're here.
Yeah.
Well, I have a little game that I want to
Okay.
play with you. It's called Worth It or Worthless. The mold represents your car. We have glasses of water that will represent the money that you have poured into the car to get it back into working order. And your hands represent the time and effort that you have put getting this car back into working order.
Okay.
And what you need to do is, as I'm pouring the water, your goal is to keep the car together.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. This is already speaking to my heart. This is deep. Okay, wait a second.
Your car isn't even running. And here are all the future repair costs. This little game is my way of showing Alexis that holding on to this car is a losing battle. It's the money pit. Girl, how you let that husband go? Let this car go.
Hail damage, collision damage.
Come on, Miss Diana. I know you helped her pay for some of this as well.
Ooh, wait a second. The tornado came. Oh, you just destroyed my car. Wait a second, you smushing it.
I really like the use of like visual exercises in this show because I think that sometimes people just really need it, like with the like stacks of money and stuff like that. And then this here, I mean, I think sometimes people really need it, like to get out of their head and get out of their emotions. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I really like that.
Making it worse. You smushed the front.
I start out pushing it together.
Wait a second.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't trying to mess up my nails. Plus, I felt like I want to destroy it faster so she could see reality.
Yeah.
But this is not a game. Let's get rid of this thing.
Yep.
That's underneath the bridge.
You can't even drive it. Exactly.
It was just a lost
It's just
cause.
done, right.
It was just a lost cause.
So we did do a little shopping around at various dealerships to see what we could get for the vehicle, and we were quoted $955.
That's not good at all.
At least you have something that you
right.
can pay towards the balance that you have, the principal that you do have, and you're not continuing to just spend good money.
Yep, just put that money towards the car payment and cut your losses. Like, that's all you can do. I mean, it's obviously a piece of junk, so.
That will never be
You don't
fixed
even, that's
into a
not
pile
even
of dirt,
trading
basically.
money. I mean, I wouldn't even look back. I'd be like, bye.
Well, on that note, I brought a tow truck in today.
To
If
go
you
take this
are
car
ready
away, huh?
to get rid of it, is that something you are willing to do?
She can't drive it.
Is it worth it or worthless?
It's-
It's not the materialistic part that's killing me, because I could care less about materialistic things. It's the fact that you work your butt off to do work this job, work that job, work that job, just to pay for one freaking note,
That's a story.
one
of a lot of
freaking
people.
repair cost
So
that's not even drivable anymore.
Yeah, it's relatable for sure because I'm sure we've all had something that we've worked really hard towards or paid a lot of money towards not work out the way that we wanted to. And unfortunately, that's just a fact of life. I mean, like you could buy a Mercedes Benz or a Rolls Royce or whatever and crash it tomorrow. Like it just is what it is. And I think part of that this is because like she's young. I'm the same age as her, so I have a car and I would be kind of like upset if I paid all that money and it died some by some way or another, but it's still it just is what it is. And I think like a better way to frame this is like this car is stealing her financial future. So I think maybe she should be crying about that, just being like this thing has stolen so much from me. So I don't know. I think everything is a lesson for sure. Hopefully if this happens in the future where like she buys another car and it starts to go and starts to become not worth it, she's like realizes it a lot faster and is like, okay, time to go get a new one, that sort of thing. But I understand it. Like she's very young and she's probably not made very many big purchases before, so the attachment is there for sure.
Like you wasted your time, like you wasted your life, like you wasted.
So do you want to continue wasting it?
Yeah.
no, let go
All
of
right
that.
then, so what do you want
Let
to
go
do?
of it.
Just take it.
All right.
She faced the giant.
I know that it's not a lot, but she's better off putting that $950 towards the $16,000 that she still owes on the car, rather than keeping it and sinking more money into the repairs that may never get the car to run.
Say bye-bye.
It has to go. This is a good thing. It's a blessing, not a curse.
I mean, new beginnings. Just go for new beginnings.
Need a hug?
Yes. Wait,
You know we're a little dirty.
Shoulder hugs. Shoulders. Okay.
This is for the ladies out there getting that money. Get that money.
Hi, Leah.
Miss Diana, how are you?
I'm glad you could come meet me.
Absolutely. So how are you feeling after today?
That was kind of enlightening. I don't know, I was just kind of surprised there was so much emotion tied up with that car.
Right.
I gave her mine to drive, and she's always welcome to, she can keep as long as she can, till she get off feet, but not eternal.
I think this is a good lesson for all of us that you have no idea what different things mean to people or what they are attached to or how they're going to respond to things emotionally. So like keeping that in mind as we interact with each other and treat each other like human beings. So
Early, but
Now that Alexis has agreed to sell her money pit of a car, I need to talk to Ms. Diana about people who are draining her bank account and her retirement savings.
that was good. That looks
Oh,
great.
it's really good.
You're welcome to share. Oh, wow,
thank
that
you. Actually,
salad
can I
looks
have a piece,
amazing.
please?
Yes, this person.
I need a
I
plate.
can't eat that.
I'm not telling her, but I have a little experiment that I want to try out on Miss Diana, just to show her a trend that I've noticed in her behavior and how it's impacting her negatively. Do you help any of your other kids out as well?
Yes, but not like Alexis.
What are your finances looking like? Are you...
My finances is not where I can be able to really help them. I take from myself. I can't afford to be retired. My situation is like some of the older people that I worked with before. It's like we work for our kids.
Do you have any retirement savings?
yeah.
At this point, they really don't know. I don't. And
Get
it's,
another slice.
girl, this is both of ours.
Ms. Diana just casually mentioned that she helps her kids out financially, loaned Alexis her car, works for her kids. Meanwhile, her own retirement accounts are suffering. I have to get her to really look at this and stop the financial bleed.
What are you gonna do?
She's got like 3 pieces of pizza like stacked up on that plate.
For yourself, though. I understand that you help your kids, you help your husband, but
I'm a little
who's
bit
helping
overwhelmed.
you?
Trust me.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
When will
You should be getting ready for retirement. That's how old you are.
you retire?
I don't perceive being able to retire anytime soon.
So when your kids are asking you for money, are you able to tell them no? Do you ever tell them no
Oh,
or
yeah.
feel comfortable doing that?
When my basic needs are met and I know I can meet them, then I don't have a problem. I'll get a second job, do whatever I had to do when they were younger because I'm not going to embarrass myself. But they've seen instabilities too.
But so why can't they do that?
And that's probably because I don't want them to do the things I did.
Because mom and dad are enabling them to where they don't need to find those solutions for their problems on their own. That's why.
Because I
But
know
it-
how hard and,
Yeah, but they're young. You're 62.
I already claimed my Social Security.
They're young. They're able-bodied. They can get 2 or 3 jobs. You can't. They have the
Right,
rest of their
exactly.
lives to pay off their debt, to get their stuff together. You don't have that many more years.
No, I don't. And I've
where you
had
can
help.
do that. So you need to put your oxygen mask on first.
That's true.
Before you help your
and, you know,
kids.
and you're right. And then they
Mm,
know,
My pizza
like,
tastes a little weird.
and
Can I
I'll-
have a slice of yours? Can I taste yours?
Oh, Miss Diana, she's not gonna get the point here.
No.
I'm gonna have to spell it out.
Speaking of pizza,
no, you can't.
exactly. You let me take all of your pizza. You had this whole thing. I took slice after slice. I
There's literally like 8 slices of pizza now. Oh my goodness.
took from your plate, and you finally told me I can't have any more. This is exactly what you do with Alexis. And that's why, that's one of
Alexis
the...
don't see that. I don't think so. Because sometimes she's
Well,
be
you
like,
make a lot of excuses for her, too.
I do.
She can drive your car as long as she wants. She can live with you as long as she wants. You have to put boundaries in place. So, for
Right.
example, when I lived with my parents, they let me stay there for a year. After that, rent-free. And then after that, I had to pay rent. It was a reduced amount. It's not what I would have been paying if I had been on my own. But I still had to have some accountability while building my nest egg. So doing little things like that will help her help herself, if that makes sense. And some of that money that's being given to you for rent, you can put maybe towards your retirement or towards, you know, some of your expenses and your savings to help you build that safety nest for yourself. This can't keep happening. You don't have retirement, you're 62. As you mentioned earlier, she's watching you. She's gonna repeat the same thing you're doing. And would you be okay with her being in the position that you're in now? When she's
No.
62,
And I
is
said
that what
that.
you want for Alexis?
And I told her the
Look
same
at my
thing.
plate and look at yours.
Yep.
I see what Leah's saying. If I don't stop offering up what's mine or allowing my kids to keep taking it, I won't have anything left. I'm not
Yep.
living under the bridge for nobody.
And that's right. And she needs to remember that. She's not living under the bridge for nobody, and her kids need to respect that too. So they need to have a conversation where, like Leah said, like a boundary is set, and then everybody needs to respect that boundary, and she needs to stick to her guns. So, yeah.
I can't build back up like I used to. I don't have the energy.
Yeah, you don't have the energy. Honestly, you don't have the time.
I don't have the time.
And Alexis has the time.
Time.
Okay, so you have to remember that. So what boundaries can you put in place to help Alexis? I want you to focus on yourself. You did a great job raising your children. You've given them the tools that they need. Let them figure it out. They will figure it out.
I really hope that Miss Diana is taking this information in. Now, I know this is going to be hard for her because she's a generous person, but she has to start somewhere and protect her own future, not just her children's future.
Let me order you another pizza.
I'm good.
Walking down the street like who's that? Sitting loving me and I love it back. Black and white tee on a train track. Fucking these beats and I'm feeling that.
Rice is done.
Y'all need to hurry up.
Man,
How much longer?
is he over there playing with his puppet? Oh, Lord.
Since I was a baby, my dad has been involved in puppet ministry.
Really smells good.
He gets invited to go to different churches, and during children's story, he performs skits and he does it based off of virtues.
I think it makes him communicate a little bit better if he hides behind his puppet a little bit.
I'm getting hungry.
Only thing on your mind is probably a popsicle anyway.
Hey, Diane. You got any popsicle?
Alexis is so much like her dad, everybody call them twins.
Hurry up.
You better stop talking.
Yeah, we're like
Alexis.
twins.
Miss Diane needs to bring that energy to her children that you better stop talking.
They feed off each other. When one get to laughing, the other one get to laughing, the other one, and I'm like, you know, and it's annoying to me, but I'm just saying, you can see how quickly I get irritated. It's like, stop already, you know?
Y'all did a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not. For me, it's gonna still be some accountability. I'm about adulting, being mature, opening your eyes and facing your demons, and take accountability. Okay, say a prayer first.
All right. Dear Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for fellowship and family. Thank you for this food. Help nurse our body. In Jesus' name, pray, man.
Amen. Kept it short and simple.
Short and simple.
Tell your dad about your car.
Leah had us play a game. So the moral of the game was like, is it worth it to keep on putting all this effort and time and money into this vehicle?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point? The financial advisor did a
It was
estimation. She said
$900
$950 is how much I would get if I sold it today. So it's like, you know, what do you want to do?
Right.
Leah said, what do you want to do? You want to let it go, or you want to keep on to something that's not worth it? I have, since the accident, I put $10,000 plus another $1,500.
Wait a minute. You said $10,000.
They kept saying that she didn't tell them anything, and I guess she really didn't because he just started choking on his food. So I guess she's really kept this to herself for sure.
That's how much money I was putting
Tell me,
towards the car.
I had no
Oh, I
idea
know.
you was spending $10,000. I don't feel too good about that.
Sound familiar, huh?
Man.
Alexis, her dad, he makes a lot of money, runs up debt really fast. He either avoids it or ignores it. And Alexis does the same thing.
I understand because I'm kind of dealing with, remember I was telling you about my truck?
I just want to stop to read this thing that popped up, and it said the children of financially troubled parents are 4 times more likely to have their own financial issues. And that's what I was talking about, that like even if you tell them not to do things, the example you set is super, super important. And that's also why we all need to get our finances straight before we have children if we can, and try to keep those good habits in line as you have children. And of course, some things are going to come up that you can't control, but like, trying to build good habits so you can provide good examples to your children for sure.
It's rough. I'm kind of going through that with
So
what I got.
Yeah, you know
what I mean?
You know how I feel for real.
It's like even the choices they make, the decisions, the life, everything.
Right.
So then the tow truck came
and took your car. So how you?
So I just let it.
How you
let it
really
go.
feel about this?
I'm sad because I have to let it go. But at the same time, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of living this life of struggle. I'm sick of living this life of where.
Yep. She's sick of living that life and she can change it. That's the big thing. So that goes for everybody, for almost everything. If you're sick of what you're dealing with, change it.
I have to like sit here and I can't enjoy. I can't travel where I want to because I gotta pay this bill, pay this loan, pay this. But it's like I feel like, where is the money for my savings? Where is the money for me?
The main thing is getting back on your feet. And if it takes for you to have to come back a little while, nobody say you gotta stay forever, you know what I mean? But if you got to come back a little bit just to regroup.
Just so you pay your debts up, like it would put some money in your pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. We'll work out some boundaries and some things, right? Some budget or something like that.
What you mean, a payment?
Just give us a little something, something.
And then be a little bit more transparent about your debt. If you got an issue, say so. If I open up the door and give you the red carpet and say, hey, come on in, let me let you keep every dollar, at least take accountability. This time it has to be healthy boundaries. If you want to move back home, I need you to be transparent with your debt.
Since meeting the advisor, I've literally like I cut out everything. Like, I'm not going out to this event. I'm not doing this. If it's not within budget, nope, it's not happening.
Well, you can just
Like,
save money.
I really like that they're having a conversation about like the boundaries. Like they're trying to clearly communicate about how to make this work for all of them. So I think that's really important to like for them to move forward here.
Hang out with me. Why you look like that? You like hang
Hang out
with
with
me.
you. It means a lot that my parents want to help, but it is a hard pill to swallow. I've worked so hard to build my independence, and moving back home feels like taking a step back, even if it might help me move forward financially.
Once you do your budgets, we sit down and we can really put this thing in action.
In the bag, money in the bank, it never run out. Too much gas in the tank, know it make you feel good, don't it?
Hi, Leah. How are you? Hey, how are you again?
It's been a couple of weeks since I met with Alexis and Ms. Diana, and I'm curious to know if Alexis has been putting my Money Moves workbook to use, and if Ms. Diana has set some boundaries with her daughter. So, how have things been since we last met? Are you making any progress with your goals?
Yes, I am. And then meeting you was like a big shock, but it was also like a learning experience. I actually was very, very appreciative during the whole journey. I knew I always needed help with my finances. Because what I've always wanted was someone to give me the tools, someone to break things down for me.
I'm just excited she willing to give up the car. That's
too.
hallelujah.
You did a great job with that. You received the
That was harder than you
information. I
think.
know it was.
was
I could
hard.
see it. But you received the information and you made the decision that I was hoping that you would make. 80% of personal finance is behavior. And you have that. Like, you've shown that you can have that discipline, you can have that good behavior and change your mindset. That's the majority of the battle. Yeah, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
One of the things we talked about was possibly increasing your income.
I did get basically an opportunity for a potential interview for working in the government, but it's going to be paying me 3 times as much I was making currently. So now I'm waiting for that interview. And I already know me. Once I get to that interview phase, you might as well hire me. I'm good at talking about myself. So that'll be good for my budget.
Congratulations.
That's
And if you
great.
need any help with interviewing, I can help you with mock interviews.
Yeah, you can
or-
help me for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like how she's like taken all this advice and she's been like, yeah, now I've got an interview that's like 3 times higher than my previous salary, and that's amazing. That's a huge jump. But even right here, she's like, I can help you with the interviews and stuff like that, and she's like willing to accept the help. She's not like, I know everything. It's fantastic.
Salary negotiation, and we can talk about all
Leah
of
got
that.
skills.
Help us.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's great. So how's your relationship as far as secrecy? Are you more open, transparent with your parents, or how's that going?
Yeah, I'm definitely more open for sure, especially when I make the decision of moving in. That has to happen. I gotta be open and transparent.
So have you made a decision yet about that, or are you still thinking about it as far as moving in with your parents?
I'm more so on the yes side of moving in. I can't say 1,000%. I'm more so leaning towards it. And then she also mentioned some numbers. If you move in, this is the guideline, this is the boundary.
Tell me more about that. What's the contract?
You don't have nobody over here. You no men, of course. And then she mentioned 6 months to a year.
Okay. And I always explained to her dad about your experiment.
The pizza experiment?
The pizza
Yeah, she
experiment.
explained to me. I didn't know nothing about
I
it.
said, oh, Leah and her
I took the whole
experiments.
pizza.
Oh my gosh. Leah related it to our relationship. You know, it's like you're giving, but I'm taking away from my retirement year. And so I decided, I need to wear my life jacket instead of helping you wear yours. You can get, you young and attractive, you can get somebody else to take
Well,
You can bet I.
I feel like Alexis and Miss Diana really heard what I said and took it to heart. There are a lot of wins here. First, she's trying to increase her income. Second, she finally got rid of that money pit car. Third, I'm really proud of Miss Diana as well for sticking up for herself and putting boundaries in place so that Alexis can't run all over her. She's putting up boundaries everywhere, and I
Yeah, this is super great. They definitely have made like a complete switch around than the beginning. So that's super cool that this financial advisor was able to help them. And honestly, the boundaries will probably help their relationship get better too. So I'm really excited for them for that. It makes me happy to see like the success there, and I hope she gets that job.
I love it.
Y'all were amazing. You were great. Like I said, both of you all actually, you took my advice, you really thought about it, processed it, and then you implemented, you executed immediately.
Yes. If you want to change your life, you start today. You don't start. She
We're in church.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you start today. They need to hire her as like a motivational speaker.
Look, that's how I feel. You start today. Like, you want to make it.
Amen.
Yeah. Yes.
Meeting Leah was a godsend because I think that she just has something that is unique. Not only did she talk to you about your money, she touched your soul.
Good luck on your interview. I'll be checking in.
This lady right here, like what my mom says, godsend, and she changed my life. Thank you.
To our financial freedoms.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
All right, I'll read this in case you're doing something else while you're listening. So it says, since working with Leah, Alexis has paid off 2 personal loans and has increased her credit score. Wow. All right, this says, Miss Diana is successfully creating boundaries with all of her children. Wow, that's great. Alrighty, if you've made it this far in the video, that's all we've got today. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. I do have another video of a different episode of Maxed Out on my channel as well. So take a look at that one if you got some time. Please like and subscribe, help my channel grow. And then have a great rest of your weekend, and let's hang out for the next one. Bye.